Hello there. This is FIDE Master Vedant Goswami. Today we are going to see another game by the first world champion, Wilhelm Steinitz. The game was played when he was touring the Great Britain in 1873. This was played in a simultaneous exhibition. So the game itself is quite noticeable for, of course, the abject mistakes made by his opponent, but also the beautiful finish which Steinitz was able to uh, visualize and execute on the board. So very beautiful finish. Let us see the game. So e4, e5 and f4, a very popular opening at that time. The king's gambit, nc6, and f3, and f6, and f into e5, knight into e4. Already white has some sort of small advantage because the knight on e4 is a bit unstable and white can use it to gain a few tempi in order to further his own development. So white continues with d3, knight moves to c5 and again d4. So white is getting to develop his central pawns while at the same time gaining time by attacking the knight. So knight e6 is not possible because of the simple fork on d5. Knight e4 is a possibility, but here again, white can gain a very good advantage by playing, let us say, d5, knight goes to b8, for example, and now this queen e2, knight c5, and a very simple knight c3. It makes almost very difficult for black to even develop pieces. For example, if he wants to, let us say, do castling, I can simply push d6 and uh, pawn takes, and suddenly the bishop is in a pin, while taking the bishop back loses immediately to bishop g5, trapping the queen or getting into a further worse position by into f6. Okay, so in the game, his opponent chose to play na6. Steinitz continued with bishop c4, queen e7, a typical bad move. I really don't understand the reason that most of the beginners who continue developing their queens before the minor pieces. One of the possibilities that they figure out, it is the most powerful piece in the game and should be put to immediate use in order to win the game. I guess that's the logic, maybe possible. But what actually happens that usually the queen is caught in the crossfire of numerous minor pieces which are very mobile, control lot of squares. So lot of these times, usually early development of the queen leads to either trapping of the queen or gaining a lot of time for the opponent by continuously attacking the queen. White plays nc3, a very natural developing move, also immediately threatening nd5 and attack on the black queen. Black plays h6. Steinitz continues his development with castle, and black plays this very weak move, g5. Now, again, of course, it is a weak move, and the basic aim of learning chess is how to exploit mistakes. That is the key point of all chess learning, and that is where these games by early masters come in really handy, because that was the time where one of these players were extremely strong and others were not so much. So we actually see the mistakes in their very purest form and how to exploit them. So in this case, black has played g5, maybe with an idea to develop the bishop on g7 and castle at some point, but fatally weakening the f6 square. Knight d5, immediately Steinitz jumps to exploit the weakness and land the knight on the very powerful f6 square. And so till now, the game has not been so remarkable except for the very weak moves by black particularly the move g5, and here Stanitz uh, finishes the game in a very brilliant manner. So he plays knight into g5, pawn into g5, and now the very beautiful queen h5, sacrificing the queen. His opponent took the queen, knight g8 check, king e8, and bishop f7 checkmate. So very remarkable last few moves of the game, a very brilliant finish, which was also kind of requirement at that era of chess. You could not simply win the game. You have to show your brilliance, you have to show your flourish and your skill of combination. So brilliant combination to finish the game. I hope you enjoyed the game, and just replay the final few moves just to enjoy the combination. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.